You are watching a video from CycleCruza's all-in-one sport bike channel. Subscribe today.
For those of you viewers out there that have followed me all the way since the beginning, you can see that I have evolved as a rider. You know, when I first started off, I started off kind of squidding a bit, you know, riding dangerously out here on the streets sometimes. You know, you saw some of the flyby videos. And as time has progressed, the more I've ridden, you know, I've come to the conclusion that it's not safe to speed out here on the streets or do any of the bullshit riding out here on the streets. And it's hard, like I told you guys, with the Supersport, it's very difficult not to speed because the throttle beckons you to crank the throttle. You know, but these Supersports, and a lot of you'll say, why did you get a Supersport if you don't want to speed on it? Well, I want to hit the track. I eventually want to get to the track, and that's where I'll do all my speeding. But Supersports, like I said in my other Motovlog, Supersports can actually be a safer option on the streets because they are lightweight and they have enough power to get you out of any dangerous situations. And the brakes are very powerful on these bikes. These are really good bikes for the street if you can control yourself. So I'm working on controlling myself, being a responsible rider out here, a safe rider out here on the streets. You know, I want to promote safety on my channel, and so that's my evolution. You know, I started off like so many people do, getting these Supersports, you know, speeding out here on the streets, and but you know, after a while, you know, you see a lot of people that get hurt doing that out here on the streets. You see even people like riding in fast cars, speeding out here on the streets in their fast sports cars, like you know, Paul Walker and his friend. Paul Walker wasn't driving, but his buddy was driving, and they were hauling ass doing over 100 miles an hour, you know, on a public street, and they got their asses handed to them permanently. You know, they're dead. And it was a big wake-up call to me, because I'm thinking that could have been me out here, you know, doing 100 miles an hour out here on the streets and then lose control. Bam! You're into a fucking tree or a pole or something, and you're in the fucking motorcycle heaven. That was a big wake-up call to me. And also when I got busted for speeding, well, I didn't get busted, but I got pulled over for speeding in that police chase video. You can't catch me, coppers! That shit could have been a felony for me. They could have impounded my bike. That was some serious shit. And I feel like I got a get out of jail free card that day. And it was a huge wake-up call for me that I need to stop speeding out here on the streets, man. And that's why I said, starting in 2014 and going forward, there will be no more flyby videos on my channel. There'll be no more speeding on my channel. Any speeding that's going to be in any videos that I do, it's going to be on the track, and the track only. I'm only going to be doing speed limit out here on the street. Now that doesn't mean you can't have fun out here on the streets. You can still have fun. Go down to the Triple Nickel, 55 miles per hour speed limit, ton of twisties, an hour and a half of twisties, and you'll have a blast just doing the speed limit. And I heard it's like that on the Tail of the Dragon. I heard that you'll have fun doing the speed limit on Tail of the Dragon because it has some nice tight twisties on that road. So you can carve the twisties and still have a great time on these Supersports out here on the streets, guys. You know, you don't have to speed to have fun on this bike. But for real bikers, real bikers will enjoy just cruising out here on the streets, man, and enjoying the beautiful scenery. And I love to cruise, hence the name CycleCruza, because I love to cruise. I love cruising on that Chinese scooter. I didn't have to go fast, you know. I love cruising. And I believe I'm going to love speeding on the track, because that's where my speeding is going to be going forward. But you won't be seeing me trying to do MotoGP style moves on the track either, though. I'm not sponsored. And I don't want to be fixing my bike. I'd rather be riding. So I'll be doing moderate speeding on the track. But yeah, I have definitely evolved as a rider, and I'm grateful for it, man. And for you new riders out there, or you people out there that are contemplating on getting into motorcycling, keep it safe out here on the streets. Just cruise and enjoy the scenery, man. Just enjoy driving here and just staying safe, you know. Ride out in rural areas or your park areas away from cars, and you'll be your risk percentage will be a lot lower. And just cruising, enjoying yourself. Like I said, that's one reason why I feel that I don't need a leader bike, you know, 1000cc Supersport, because it's just, I'll be riding the same speeds as I am on this bike. So it's like, why would I pay an extra $4,000 for a 1000cc bike to be riding the same speeds out here on the public streets? It doesn't make any sense. And on the track, you know, most amateurs prefer a 600 on the track. You know, I'm nowhere, I don't feel that I am qualified for a leader bike yet. You know, once I'm on the track and I'm you know, doing really well on the track, and if I feel I want to step up to a leader bike at that time, then maybe I'll do it. But I highly doubt it, because I'm not going to be riding the track all that much, man. I'm not rich. I can't afford to ride the track every fucking, you know, I'd be lucky if I can ride once a month. You know, it costs, the track fees are expensive. You know, it's what is like $150 or more. And don't crash, because if you crash, you're going to be fixing your bike, putting a lot of money into your bike. So once you know, all I can see as far as riding on the track, probably once a month, you know, and that doesn't justify getting a leader bike. So to be honest with you, I'll probably have this bike for a long time. I do want to get a second bike, a backup bike. And I don't know what I'm going to get for a backup bike. It probably won't even be a Supersport. Who knows? It may be a dual sport or something. Like I said, I don't know. Sometimes I just sit and daydream about other bikes. But when reality hits and I stop daydreaming, I realize that none of those bikes have everything I want like this 2008 Honda CBR 600RR has. This bike has everything that I want. There's nothing else that I need. You know, I don't want more power. If you guys, you speed demons out there and you squids, you want more power, then more power to you. Have fun on the leader bike or the hyper leader bike, hyper sport leader bike, like the Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R. You know, I don't need that. This is all I need right here, man. This is my all-in-one bike here. So for a second bike, I have not a clue what I'd get. I may even get a second CBR 600RR for backup, you know, just because I love this bike so much. So I don't know. I may, who knows? I don't know, guys. I may get a scooter. Fuck, I don't know, man. But I just can't see myself getting a leader bike. But yeah, I definitely have evolved as a rider. So I feel I'm a much safer rider now. And I hope to be riding a long time. Like I said, you know, I'm in this for the long haul. I want to ride for as long as I can. And to do that, I'm going to have to be a safe rider out here on the streets. So you new riders out there, stick to riding the speed limit out here on the streets. If you want to speed, take it to the track. But like I said in my other video, it's all about riding another day. That's it, man. You know, and the successful rider is the rider that is riding today, that is going to ride another day, and that keeps on riding. The rider that can ride a long time for decades, they are the successful riders. And most of those guys that you see that have been riding for decades, they're not squids. They're usually safe, conscious riders that just enjoy cruising out here on the streets. Those are the riders that ride a long time. So if you want to be one of those riders, then you're gonna need to be a safety conscious rider and be a good rider out here on the streets, and you'll be riding a long time. So that's all I have for you guys. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
And it's time for CycleCruza's recommended videos.
Links are in the info section of this video. Which 600 bikes should you get? There's so many to choose from. Check out my pros and cons of all the 600s that are available right now and why I chose the CBR 600 Double R. Chinese scooter to Supersport story. Check out my story where it first started. Dual sports can be fun on the streets and on the trails. Check out this Motovlog where I discuss the pros and cons. So you don't want to get hit on your motorcycle out there on the streets. You might want to check out my defensive riding tips in this Motovlog. Hey guys, check out my new channel where I talk about anything and everything, not just motorcycle related. CycleCruza Motovlogs. Get your CycleCruza sport bike themed apparel at CycleCruza.com.
CycleCruza.com.
Hey, join in on the discussion over at my forum at CycleCruza.com, and also hit like on my Facebook page for new updates, and that's Facebook.com/CycleCruza1.